Why, hello everybody. Merry Christmas. Sorry. Caught me in the holiday spirit, everybody. Listening to my Yule Christmas carols. Sit around as I play my Florida Santa yet again. So, Christmas 2020, literal dumpster fire. Nobody wants us to see our families. Well, depending on where you live, most of the country doesn't want you to see your families. And again, I have said, for us, this is a godsend. This is a blessing. We don't want to go anyway. I mean, we've spent a couple Christmases on this channel telling horrible stories. So, staying away on Christmas and on holidays has become sort of a tradition here. But again, there's always some people that either don't listen, want to risk it and roll the dice, thinks their abuser has changed. This Christmas will be different. And usually about 2-3 o'clock, those people are trying to get in contact with me on Christmas Day and then the next day, and so on and so forth. But now this year you figure, well, we're all off the hook now since nobody can go anywhere. Wrong. Because what is your narcissist? What is your abuser? What card are they going to pull now? What do they always do? Does the narcissist ever miss an opportunity? Ever miss an opportunity to make themselves the center of attention, to pull off a pity play, to hoover you back in? Well, now it's pandemic. Now, you don't know what the situation is. Person could die, I could die, this could be it, I could see suffering, and yada yada. How many COVID related guilt attacks can the narcissist come up with? How many trips to the hospital? I think I got COVID, I think I got the corona, you gotta come deal with it. Fuck that. No, I do not. I know some of you are going to be tempted to pick up the phone. I can't go there. They know that. They know it's the travel restriction, and maybe this is my opportunity to call. Maybe this is my opportunity to send that email. Maybe this is the opportunity to send the text message. No, it isn't. No, it's not. Stop listening to the devil. That's what that is. This person, these abusers have not changed. They will not change. They'd rather die than change. Not any pandemic, not any lockdowns, not anything is going to force them, is going to inspire them to change. All these lockdowns are going to do, all this pandemic is going to do, is give them more tools that they can put into their narcissistic bag of tricks to either guilt you, draw you back in, shit talk you, which is what they're going to do anyway. So remember, whether you're there or not, they're bad-mouthing you. They're making up lies about you. They're talking about you. So why would you be there to incur it? Why? No reason to. And again, the hardest thing about this for us is, let's face it, you're fighting biology, you're fighting nature. As human beings, we're meant to live in family packs and clusters and to keep family, and that's supposed to matter. But that's not the cards that were dealt to us. It was not. It is not the cards that were dealt to us. So again, every day, and like on Christmas, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the lead up, it's almost been the pandemic, I have to say, as far as holidays go and Christmas and even Thanksgiving go, has been a blessing. Because you know what you haven't seen? The litany of Christmas commercials, of happy fucking families, and all that. I mean, they even took Charlie Brown. You couldn't even watch Charlie Brown Christmas. So in a way, that's disappointing because I like it. I mean, you can watch it anyway because I have it on other formats. But they have totally destroyed. They've destroyed Christmas. They've destroyed the holidays. They've destroyed Christmas, which is what their intent is. Which is what they wanted to do, is they wanted to destroy Christmas. So, really what society has done to themselves is what the narcissist has been doing to us every Christmas fucking anyway. Sit back and enjoy it. Sit back and enjoy it for a while. Because you know why? Because as shitty as this might seem to say a little bit, we got to take our own little sick pleasures where we can get them. Because as I've said, you're a narcissist, our personal abusers, societal narcissism, whatever, everything we've been talking about on this channel could not happen without these enablers. Without these people who are too cowardly or too whatever, too corrupt or too whatever, they have some kind of interest to stand up against it. Our holidays every holiday has been ruined in most of our lives for decades. Decade after decade after decade after decade. Maybe the rest of the world gets to feel a little bit now how we felt our entire life. This is why my focus has moved politically, I think. Because I think now society is really getting a taste of what we've lived with our entire existence and our entire lives. The bullshit, the gaslighting, the abuse, the rules for different people. Understand something, society, like we said, we're used to this. We're used to these lockdowns, but that's not all we're used to. We're used to the abuse. We're used to the sociopathic abuse and the lying and the gaslighting and the demonization. We're used to it. Most of society, 95% of society is not. Is not. So what we are witnessing is society's first Christmas being ruined. Now, I'm sure there were other bad Christmases during war times, and but to this level, global pandemic, there's never been anything like this. And what we are seeing is the first Christmas. We're seeing the world is getting a taste over these 9 months, and this Christmas is getting a taste of what everybody who's been on my channel and follow channels like mine for years have been living their entire lives. So when you talk, and I'm talking to the people who regularly follow me, the people, my narcissism people, the narcissistic resistance people. When you talk to these people who are freaking out over the lockdown and their holidays being ruined and the gatherings being ruined and funerals being ruined, like all this and all this helplessness you feel, what you should tell them is like, I'm used to this helplessness, even though it still annoys me to see it happening. You're not. You're getting a taste of how I live every day of my life for however long you've been alive, 48, 50, 35, whatever it is. You're getting a taste of what my life has been like in its entirety. What every one of my holidays has felt like. Just ruined, destroyed, anxious, angry. Congratulations. So look at it like that and don't. So when you look at it like that, here's my overall point. So when you look at it like that, why would you ever want to inject yourself back into it? Either by showing up if you can, phone call, email, text message, just involving yourself. Why? Sit back and enjoy the show. And when everybody's properly miserable, which they already are, and they want to complain to you, you say, so-and-so, whoever, how you're feeling, your frustration, your anxiety, your helplessness, your anger at being gaslighted, about being lied about being told what you can do, about having to live under a different set of rules than other people, the people who are demonizing you get to live under. Well, you just got a taste these last 9 months, what I've lived with my entire fucking life. Enjoy the show, everybody. Don't inject yourself back into it. I will be here all day Christmas Eve, all day Christmas Day, for all your Christmas stories with contribution. If you want to sponsor some Christmas stories for people who, this is my big sponsorship time again. So for Christmas, I will do sponsored stories. If you want to sponsor a story for someone who can't afford it at Christmas and wants to get a Christmas story out there, okay? If you need a story, I don't have any sponsors right now. I only have one story left, and I'm trying to build up a queue again before I hit that again, and because I'm trying to have a balance of Gen X politics and narcissistic resistance. Send it in. Tell me you need a sponsor. If you want a sponsor, please get that into me. If you want to get your story in, let's get them in, get a queue. Christmas Day is usually a pretty good day. I could usually do 5 to 10 videos, depending, And then the next day is a lot of Skypes and phone calls. So, that's where we're at, people. Society is getting a taste for these last months and this Christmas, what every year has been like for us and every Christmas has been like for us. Don't inject yourself into it. You know what to do with the links in the description box, people. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance. See y'all soon. Bye.